Hi, my name is Maddie Sykosh, and this is my facility visit project. Visited two facilities. The first one was Avalon Country Club, specifically the Grand Resort location, and I spoke with Kaylee Roberts, who is the Director of Fitness, Aquatics, and Activities of Avalon. She's also my boss because I work there, so it was nice to be able to talk to somebody I already knew, and it made the experience a little bit smoother. And I also met with JD, who is here at our athletic training facility at Teal. So I see JD almost every day because I play volleyball and he is my specific trainer for my sport. So talking to him was super easy. And he is one of three of the athletic trainers here at Teal. So for the facilities that I visited, I'm going to talk about a little bit what they were like and what they looked like. So Avalon is absolutely ginormous. There's so much to do, from swimming, exercising, playing pickleball, lifting in the gym. There's so much to do. Specifically the location that I did also is a hotel, so you can even stay there, which is nice. But anyway, the square footage for Avalon, and this includes all of the exercise areas, is about 60,000 feet. So that's the pickleball courts, along with the lifting gym, along with the outdoor and indoor golf courses. They also have a golf simulator there, but that is not included in this 60,000 square feet. The environment was super, super welcoming, and I can see why people choose to spend their time here. They have so much to do, from swimming to working out to having a spa day. There's really anything that you would ever want to do in a day, you can do at Avalon. And they are open from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Sunday. They are never closed, not even on holidays, and that's just really nice having that availability and being able to go there whenever you please. And the target market for Avalon is it's very family friendly. However, there's also a lot of older individuals who go here, typically past retirement age. They spend a lot of their time here. So now moving on to Teal's athletic training room. I unfortunately wasn't able to get the square footage of the room because when I asked, they did not know. I asked JD and Kristen, who was another athletic trainer in there, and neither of them knew. And I tried to find Devin, he's a part of our athletic organization, and I could not find him either. So unfortunately, I do not know that. But anyway, the room has an ultrasound and a stim machine for your muscles, which I thought was really cool. And you also can get an ice bath or get heat whenever you please. All you have to do is ask. They're super flexible in there, and if you ask for something, you will most likely get it. Any treatment you need, they are there to provide. They also can tape you, of course. They can scrape you, or even just help you stretch. If you're having a weak muscle spot, they can help you and show you how to stretch. And say you have a really bad sprained ankle or any injury that's bad enough, they will do weekly rehab with you and also give you workout plans to help you improve this injury and just get you back to where you need to be. And their hours are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Now, their hours sometimes differ just because they have games. If they have a game and the game starts at 6 p.m., they technically are required to be there. So their hours do differ a little bit, but they're in there anytime anyone has practice, just for safety precautions. So now we are going to talk about the staff at both Avalon and Teal's athletic training. So we're going to start off with Avalon. There are about 8 full-time employees at Avalon, roughly 15 part-time employees, and the full-time equivalent, the way we calculate this is we take 36 hours, which is an average full-time work week, multiplied by the 8 employees that there are. Then we are going to add a part-time week, so the 24 hours, multiplied by 15, the amount of employees that work there, is that's going to equal 648 hours. And then you're going to divide that by 36, and that gives you 18 full-time equivalent. And these full-time and part-time numbers specifically for Avalon are apt to change just because, like I said, roughly 15. Avalon is primarily ran by college students. Most of the employees are college students. There are a few adults who this is their full-time job. However, most of the people who work here are college students. With that being said, a lot of times people only work here during the summer, so that part-time number fluctuates a lot just because we get a lot of new people coming in, and the people who go off to college and come back during the summer, that number is going to increase because they're coming back. This also changes too because when they come back from school and say they're at like on Christmas break, sometimes they will come in and work a few weeks. So this number is constantly changing. Right now they said that they're kind of in between a coming back time. People are starting to finally come back from college, starting to move back home, or they've reached out to Kaylee and they said that they are coming back again this summer. So these numbers are a rough number, but that is why, is because people are constantly coming back and leaving, and it's just a constant fluctuation. So now time to talk about the TL athletic training staff. So there are 3 full-time athletic trainers, which are Kristen, Tess, and JD. And then there are 4 part-time students. I think it's really cool because if you want to go into athletic training, you can work part-time in our own training room as a student, and you kind of get to get that exposure. So I think that's really cool. And you're also working with your peers, which I think is cool. So, and now for the FTE of the athletic training room. So you're going to take 45, which is the amount of hours full-time in a week for the 3 athletic trainers I talked about. Then you're going to add 30, which is the average hours. Now, they said that these hours for the part-time students fluctuate more just because they are students, so sometimes they don't hit quite that 30 mark, but they said most of the time it is 30, multiplied by the 4 students, and that equals 225 hours. Then you're going to divide that by 45, and that's going to equal 5.66 full-time equivalent. We are looking at Avalon's pictures. So the top left picture is the front desk. This is where they kind of check you in and make sure that you have a member number, because Avalon is a country club, so you need to be a member in order to lift here. So this is kind of where they check you in to make sure that you're able to lift in here. Top right is just some equipment. You can see what kind of material you can use to lift here. You also can see the lighting and kind of get the vibe of the gym in this picture. The lighting's a bit darker, which I've heard a lot of people like. So the bottom left, there are some treadmills and some bikes. And then the bottom right are 3 Stairmasters. There are 3 Stairmasters in here, but there's only 2 pictured, but there is 3. Now we are looking at the athletic training room. So that top picture is me and JD, which is who I met with. And then the bottom left picture is where all the tape is stored. There are a few benches where you can sit down and they'll tape you there. And then to the right, there are 3 benches, which you can't see all of them, but you can see one. And that is where you can lay down and get ultrasound or stim or get scraped, anything of that sort, even taped. And also, if you see that window right there, in that picture, that's actually where their office is. I didn't want to take a picture of the inside of the office just because there was students in there and I wanted to respect their privacy. But yes, that's all I have, and thank you for your time.